Hello, this is Chris Downport with DsBalls. I'm in Stuart, Florida, and today we're going to look at two clutches that just came out of the incubator, and we're going to be doing an egg cutting video. Alright guys, we're going to look at one of the clutches that came out from Daytona when I got back on Sunday night. This was a Calico Killer Bee, which is Calico, Super Pastel, and Spider, to a Super Inchy Lesser. Alright, so everything is going to have pastel, and everything will have inchy in the snakes. Alright, the first one we got is a pastel inchy calico. As you can see, they sometimes call this a bubble gum because you get this little bubble gum texture and color. And these snakes haven't shed out yet, so as they shed, we'll get more color, but this is just kind of showing them off. And you know, super excited. You go do a show in Daytona and then come home and you got some snakes waiting for you. So this is the first one. All right. Then we hit a Spider Inchy Pastel possible calico. The hard thing with calico is sometimes it takes multiple sheds for it to shed out and for the calico to pull through on the snake. So it's a very clean looking, the inchy, the calico, or the pastel. So this is another Spider Pastel inchy. And then, as you can see, you're not sure on the calico part yet. So it's got the white sides. You can see some of the browning from the Spider. But is calico going to pull through or not? Not sure. But clean looking animal. So. This is the third snake in the clutch. Same thing, Spider, Pastel Inchy, and possible calico until we see more sheds. Now, a lot of people think Spider, you get some wobble and stuff, but as you can see, there's no wobble in it yet. So this one was a little bit different. This is Pastel Inchy Spider, but it was a little bit lighter than the previous ones. So is calico in those or is calico in this one? And that's what you're just trying to figure out. And then once it sheds, you would be able to. Like clean lines, sides, you kind of see some stuff coming through the belly. Some coloration on that. But overall, good looking animal. All right, guys. Well, this was the stunner in the clutch. Now, this one, I think it has lesser. It has pastel, has inchy, Spider, and calico. As you can see, I think this is the one animal we hit everything on. But it's clean lines. And it's overall super clean animal. You can tell the lesser's kind of fading it out. You can see the Spider in it. Everything has pastel and inchy. And the question is the calico. This did come from a high white side calico. So it could be the calico influence, but overall very clean animal. No wobble. Clean. Nice marking, head stamp, 3 dots. Nice animal. All right, guys, we're going to look at the second clutch that came out on Sunday. and now is in its shed rack. So this was a leopard cypress to a puma, which a puma is a yellow belly and a spark. It acts as a super form, so everything in this clutch will have spark or yellow belly. So the nice thing is when we mix leopard and cypress, we'll get there's some real gold tones to the snake. We'll get that leopard pattern, and we'll get the yellow belly or spark in some of these snakes, as you'll see below. Here we had 8 eggs and we had 1 boob, and that one did not make it. So right here we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 eggs. We had 10 eggs. 1 was a boob and 1 didn't make it. So we have 9 animals here. As we can see, they haven't shed out yet. They're feisty. We got them all together, laid out, and they are looking at me and trying to say, are we gonna eat this guy or what? So, but today was their first day out of the incubator. They're in their box to shed out, and then we will split them up, ID them, and then sex them. Everything out of this clutch will be yellow belly or spark with a mixture of leopard and cypress. And then it looks like we got some leopard cypress, yellow belly or sparks, and it looks like we've got some leopard sparks and some leopard cypress sparks. So, all right, guys, now it's time to cut the clutch. All right, and it's not really, some of them, today is day 60. Most of them are out. There's a couple, there's 1 out, and then there's a couple 1. And actually the first one that came out, we're gonna show you, is a little different. It's a pewter hidden gene Woma granite to a red stripe. Right, as you can see, there's some out, so we're gonna help them and do a little cut on some. So we stick it in our scissors. Egg number 2, pop them back in a little bit. Right there. Not a professional at this cutting stuff yet, but just want to keep your scissors up high so you don't cut into the snake. And take your time doing it. All right, as you can see. Ooh, it's crazy. That snake doesn't have any eyes, as you can see. All right, so since we just saw that snake, it's coming out of the egg, has no eyes. This was the thing I was talking about earlier. This snake only has 1 eye. So, 1 eye on that side and no eye on that side. And he was the first one out. You know, when you breed snakes, you are gonna have some deformities, you are gonna have some death when you're producing a lot of animals, but you're also gonna have some ones that thrive and come out huge and are successful. All right, beautiful color on it. Now this one, I just noticed that he only had one eye too. So I have two. So this might be, you know, incubator air. I am not sure. We're gonna do the moldy one now. We're gonna see. The snake's in there. So I'm gonna put it in there and not fidget with it too much. This was the one that the One-Eye Willie came out of. All right, we got these two left. Snake in there. We're gonna put that one in. All right, super orange animal. So I'm not gonna mess with them too much. So we just cut the second clutch, and we've got One-Eye Willie, and we've got a lot of snakes that I think, I'm not sure on every one, but most of the snakes, they're either missing one eye or missing both eyes. I am not sure right now if it was an incubator malfunction or if it's just a genetic thing happened between those two snakes. This is the first time that I bred those two snakes together or had any clutches from those two snakes. So right now they're all moving around the tub, and we'll see how I'll reach out to some of my friends and see if it is something that is genetically could happen or what. You know, sometimes you'll get one snake without an eye, but to have a whole clutch without it, you know, it makes me think maybe it was an incubator issue. But out of that incubator, I haven't had any issues with the previous, you know, eight clutches. So this is number 9. And, you know, it's sad to see, you know, beautiful snake here. But as long as they thrive and they eat and we can get them thriving, they'll be all right, you know. There's a lot of people that do have snakes that don't have eyes and stuff like that. So thanks for watching today. And, you know, next week we picked up some stuff in Daytona. We're going to talk about that. We're going to do some updates on clutches next week and maybe look at a project or two that we're working here at DsBalls. Thanks for watching. Click the like and subscribe button, and we'll see you next time.